This is a 1999 Ford Expedition. They've lost the keys to this vehicle. We're going to call in and get the code from the vehicle ID. This is a 99. I believe they'll have the code for us. We're going to check and see. Speed things along a lot. I did check the OBD port. There's no power on the OBD port, so we're going to have to use the lighter where the cigarette lighter goes and get power off of that to power our programmer. But it should program the keys up with no problem. Let's take a look at Michael Hydes' transponder book for the 99 Ford Expedition and see what kind of information is available to us here. Okay, so we would go to the, again, 99 Ford Expedition. We're going to be on page 174. Okay, so this is page 174. It's got 99 through 2002 Expedition. We're going to zoom in on it. And it gives the key blank information for a number of different suppliers. National Auto, Bianchi, Ilco, JMA, Jet, and Stratec. Stratec number is 598333. This is also known as an H72, is a common reference to this particular key blank. The test key, of course, is H75, being that it's an 8-cut key. And shows a dealer's key that has a different Stratec number. This is key type standard, code series 8-cut, test key H75, models all. Maximum number of keys is 8. Onboard programming, yes, but only if you have 2 existing keys. The immobilizer location is part of the instrument cluster. And then it goes into chip information, which I'm not going to get into that right now. But then it has information on cloning, if you were going to clone a key. And again, we're not going to get into talking about cloning right now. Just quite simply, cloning is where you just copy a key. You have to have a cloner, a machine that will copy all of the information off of another key. Then here at the bottom it shows what programmers will work to program. If you don't have 2 keys, you can't do onboard programming. You're going to need a programmer. It says no PIN code is required. It says that the MVP Pro, the MVP T-Code Classic will work, and then the Ilco Silca will work. That those 3 will work, and I have both the Silca and the MVP Pro. We're going to use the Pro on this car just to see how it works. This little tool here will check the power for you. OBD port is right down here, and if we plug this in, the lights are on the bottom of it, but there's 2 lights, one for if the connection is good, one if the connection is not good, and if there's no lights come on, there's just no power to it. So as you can see, there's no power to this unit. And we were able to get the key codes for this vehicle and make the key. Here's the key. Just cut this key. I always cut it onto an H75 blank first. This is the actual H72 key with the chip in it, and ready to program these in because it works all of the locks just fine, including all the doors and the ignition works them fine. We're going to look in our Advanced Diagnostics manual to find out what information we can get on this Ford Expedition 99. We turn here in the front. They have basically all of the models listed, and this is the Ford section, and here is the Expedition. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, so we can see that here, in this row here, this is for the 99. And the type of system that it has is what's called HEC, and it's not really real significant, and we understand every one of those, but we want to go to that section of the book that we're going to program this HEC system. You notice some of them are patch 1, some are PCM, some are patch 3, 4, 5, or patch 2, or whatever. We're working with the HEC system. And then it's going to tell us again the key blank. And one of the biggest problems, the most common problem probably in programming keys to cars is not having the correct blank. So if you have any problems, you really want to check and double check and make sure that you have the correct blank. And this is the 598333 or H72PT. And then it tells us that there is no pin number required to do this. So now we're going to look back further into the book, into the Ford section, to deal with this and see what we can find about this HEC system. Okay, so this is the Ford section of the book, and it's going to be like a Ford basic. We're going to be in just the basic part of the programming. It says HEC patch 1 and 2, patch 3 and 4, CAN, PCM, and then SCIL. And I'm not going to try to get into explaining all of that. We just need to know right now that we had the HEC system. And so we're going to look through to find about where it talks about programming for that particular system. And it's worthwhile to really spend some time studying this so you're familiar with kind of what is in what's position in the book. Okay, now notice on this page, to program keys, what you need to program keys, it shows you what is needed if you have the MVP and T-Code Classic or the Pro. With this situation, with this Expedition, we're going to need this dongle here. These are called dongles. That we're going to need the black one or the A one. And then if you look through your book, you'll find different information, different tips, and so on, depending on what it is you're trying to do. But there are special notes for the HEC. And it says, this notice applies only applies to owners that do not have a Ford Advanced software. And so depending on which software you have, it says models that use HEC, ICM, or VIC systems all require all key present for programming, or they will be erased during the 10-minute wait period. So you have to know that with certain softwares, the keys are going to be erased. And you're going to need 2 keys to program back in there. Most Ford products require at least 2 keys programmed in to operate properly. So again, get familiar with all of the literature that comes with your programmer, and there'll be tips there to help you program the key successfully. We're going to back up to this other page here for just a minute. Ford HEC, ICM, VCI, SCIL. Use this method to erase keys. Use this method for adding keys. And so we have a page, and it has the different screenshots that you will see on the programmer as you go through programming it. Just to turn the page and show you that if we went further, it would go into the patch 2 systems. So we don't want to be on that page because we already established the fact that this is the HEC system. And so as we go through it, you're going to see these different screens. Starting with, we're going to choose Ford, and then we're going to make a vehicle selection, USA. Verify the system type from the model application guide. And we already looked in the model application guide first thing. And then we come down vehicle selection and we choose the HEC, and then a screen will come up, it'll say PATS. Then we go back to the next row here, diagnostic menu, go to special functions, and then there's some notes. It says ECU identification to display this, fault codes to check fault codes, special functions, program keys. And that's what we're interested in, is programming keys, so we would select that. Make your selection and press enter. In the diagnostics menu, it says add a key, and then there's some notes. The add key function will only appear if you have purchased the Ford Advanced software package. Otherwise, you will only be able to clear or erase keys, and we're going to see what happens with this. It says, if you have the smart card and the Mazda CAN, you can bypass the 10-minute wait. And then timed access, and there'll be a 10-minute wait if you don't have the software to bypass that. And then when it says programming keys, when adding a key, you only need one key to cycle in the light after the 10-minute wait. You must go through the clear time wait. And clear PATS key, gaining access, time required, and so on. Access status in progress, back to stop the process. Okay, now if you have to wait for the 10-minute wait period, when that 10-minute wait period is over, or even if you don't have to have a 10-minute wait period, there's going to be a point where it's going to say to cycle the key. And when it says cycle the key, that simply means to turn the key to the on position, turn it off, and then turn it back on. You don't need to turn it to the start position. If you do accidentally turn it to start, it shouldn't hurt anything. But you simply turn the key off and on, and that completes the process of the programming. Keys program, disconnect tester from vehicle. There's notes here, follow the on-screen prompts, remove the key that is in the ignition after you are prompted to do so, and the key is programmed. Wait a few seconds and test your key. Sometimes it takes a few seconds for the computer to actually finish the programming process. So if you turn it right away and it doesn't start, just wait a few seconds and then try it again. Now if you go through this entire process and the key won't program, and you've checked to make sure the battery has plenty of voltage, you've double checked to make sure you have the right key blank, you can call for tech support. On Advanced Diagnostics, they have pretty good tech support up to 8 o'clock in the evening, and that is Pacific Coast time, Monday through Friday, and then from 9 to 5 on Saturday is what they're currently offering. So they have pretty good hours for tech support if you do have a problem. Okay, so we're using the MVP Pro here. We're using the adapter to the cigarette lighter to get power. We're powered up. We're going to go with the standard software. I'm going to enter my code now. Ford, USA. We're going to go by vehicle. Let's go down to the Expedition. This is a 99. That says 99 to 02 there. We're going to click on that. Okay, it says to switch the ignition on. Let me get a hold of a key here. Okay, the ignition is switched on. Press enter. PATS SCP. We're going to go to see if we can just add a key. It doesn't want to just, normally we go to special functions. It doesn't want to just let us add a key. So we're going to go to clear and erase keys. It says one token will be used. You have to hit the check mark, hit the check mark again. Minimum keys required 2. It says keys program 4. Okay, let's see what happens here. It says can you bypass PATS bypass enabled, which will save us some time. We'll use that. PATS 3 keys program. Cycle keys to program. Okay. Okay, so we're going to see if they work now. There we go. Please take just a moment to like the video and also subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.